What's up everybody out there, and welcome back to another Addicted Fishing Challenge video. Today, this is a mega challenge. We got 4 of the best trout fishing spinners that are out there, and we're putting them head to head to see which one can help you catch more fish. So stick around with us. We're gonna hit the water, we're gonna start casting, we're gonna give each one of these 10 minutes. I got a Mepps, I got my Panther Martin, I got my Rooster Tail, and I got my 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗪𝗏 𝗏𝗏𝗥𝗗. So we're gonna give each one of them 10 minutes. We got a little piece of spinner paradise behind us here. I know there's lots of trout around, so we're gonna see which one catches more fish. Let's go do it. Okay, so like I said before, each one of these is gonna get 10 minutes. I'm gonna start with my old faithful, my tried and true classic, the gold and the black Panther Martin. I'm gonna allow myself to change colors here, so I'll probably go 5 minutes with one color, 5 minutes with another. And after that 10 minutes goes by, we're gonna have to switch and go to that other style of spinner. So I have a long straight stretch here. I have a lot of really good water. There could be trout everywhere. So really it's just gonna depend on timing and I think a little bit of luck. I think all these spinners work pretty good, but let's start the comments already. Comment below with what you guys think is the best spinner out of this selection here. So let's get this started. 10 minutes starts now. Man, this water looks absolutely beautiful here today. Just crystal clear, middle of the summertime. My favorite time of year to be throwing spinners. So I'm just gonna work through here and I'm just gonna hit every little piece of structure. I think what'll really show which one works better as we go through today is by fishing some of the same water over again with a different spinner or a different color of spinner. This one here is a little bit light. I'll definitely start to say right off the bat, I'm having a hard time really getting down and in front of those fish. But if there's an aggressive one, it'll come eat it. Oh, just got hit. Okay, okay. First little bit of action here. Just gonna keep on moving. You guys can see how much movement I'm giving myself. I'm making a cast, taking 2 steps. Making a cast, taking 2 steps. And I'm just working this across every little bit of structure that I can find out there. Okay, now we're starting to get into some really nicer, deeper, trophier water. I'm gonna make sure to cast that thing upriver a little bit further, let it get down nice and deep. I think that's kind of what's going on here. The top part of this run is not getting down quite far enough. It goes to show that some of these spinners might work better than the others today because 1, they're heavier, 2, they cut through the water a little better. And what I'm thinking is the Mepps. That Mepps might really do well. We've never done a Mepps video before, so I'm excited today. I really like those little lures. They work really good for every single species of trout. Come on, baby. We know you're in there. Got him, got him, got him. Nice fish too. Nice fish. Nice. I was starting to worry, you guys. It was about 6, 7 minutes in here. The old Panther Martin really wasn't pulling through for me right there, but I think what happened is that we finally got down into fishable water. I think that's a lot of the struggle sometimes with a lot of different styles of fishing, and especially spinners, is fishing the right kind of water. So finally got down into something that was a little less rapidy, had a little bit more control of that spinner, could actually get down in front of those fish, and we got our first fish here. Look out, little. Panther Martin with fish number 1. There it is. Perfect. Let's let him go. Let's get a couple more casts in here before our time bell goes off. I want to see if the Panther Martin can pull through. Later, little guy. Sweet. Fish number 1. Let's go. Okay, we're getting right down to the wire here. We got like a minute left. Panther Martin did pull through. Again, I think it was pretty situational though. So when I go to the Rooster Tail here in just a second, I'm gonna go to a heavier Rooster Tail and see if that makes a difference. I think that really will. It might be a little unfair advantage because there is different sizes of the Panther Martins, but it's kind of key. It kind of goes to see, it kind of goes to tell it's good to have multiple sizes of each of your fish. Oh, got him right as soon as it hit the water. On the buzzer beater. Oh yeah, dude, that was an epic hit. Just crushed it as soon as it hit the water on that upriver cast on the buzzer beater. Come on now. There he is. Come on now, little guy. Oh, yeah. Just a ripper. Is this a steelhead or what? Oh, what a beautiful trout. I love how clear this water is here today. All right, it's okay, little guy. We're gonna let you go. It's okay. It's okay. I promise, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. There he is. What a perfect fish. Gotta say, rainbow trout are definitely some of my favorites. Such neat characteristics on every single one of those little things. Let's get this spinner changed out. Let's start the timer again. All right, next victim is the yellow and silver rooster tail here. Like I said, I'm going with this rooster tail, a little bit bigger size one. That way I can get down a little faster in that current. But it might be unfair, it might not be. Panther Martin has 2 on the board in 10 minutes, which actually is pretty darn good. But I got a lot of confidence in this one right here. Let's get it in the water. Let's see if we can get more than 2. So really the main difference in each of the spinners that were competing against each other today is the blade style. The Panther Martin has a big Vibrax blade, one that creates a lot of vibration, creates a lot of commotion, and the fish can actually really feel it. The Rooster Tail I just put on here has a French blade. It's more of a teardrop, takes a lot less water current to spin it. It can fish a lot better in fast water. But then there's the Vibrax, the Blue Fox, which has a completely different body style. It has that bell body, doesn't really cut through the water, and it fishes better in super shallow water. And last but not least, we'll have the Mepps. And the Mepps is the torpedo body, has a lot less water resistance, and it falls right through the water current and into that strike zone. So we'll see which one works better. I think the heavier and a little bit more aerodynamic ones, the hydrodynamic spinners, are gonna work better, just because we're gonna be able to get down in this fast water, but we'll see. So far, Panther Martin is winning. Let's keep moving. Working this close, this middle, this inside, going close, middle, far, close, middle, far. Come on, I know you little guys are in there. I know you want to give the old Rooster Tail some love. Old Rooster Tail is old faithful. Comment below, guys, with what your favorite color of the Rooster Tail is. I know I like, one of my favorites is, of course, the chartreuse silver blade. I really like the black and silver blade. The old red body and gold blade is a really, really good one. I've caught a lot of fish on that. But everybody has their own one that they go to the store. There's like 100 different SKUs of the Rooster Tail. But comment below with what your very favorite one is. I must say, chartreuse and silver is definitely one of mine, but we'll see if it even matters because it hasn't caught anything yet. The clock is ticking. We're about 2 minutes in. Oh, I just got hit. Dang it. Come back for it. Come back for it. I know you want it. Got hit right as soon as I was talking smack. I don't know, you guys. Rooster Tail's not cutting it right now. Might have to switch up colors here in just a second. I got that one little bite. Of course, the wind's picking up a little bit. There's outside variables that are kind of making it harder for certain spinners here today. Wind's blowing. It's kind of keeping my stuff up in the water column. But I gotta say, this thing does not thump quite as much as that Panther Martin was, so that might have something to do with it too. That thump, that loud, that really aggressive vibration might be getting those fish to bite a little bit more than this nice, subtle little presentation of this Rooster Tail. So let's see, I'm gonna keep working it. We got about 6 minutes left. I'm gonna keep working down, might grab a different color. I'm rooting for you, Rooster Tail, I'm rooting for you. Okay, we're calling to the bullpen. We're going black and silver, switching it up. Our old chartreuse and silver wasn't getting the job done, so let's make a quick change. Give it the last 5 minutes, and then we're going to the old Mepps spinner. Got him, got him. The Rooster Tail pulled through, guys. One little quick color change, And it happened. Pretty little guy, but that's okay. It counts. It counts. The rooster, oh, it's okay. We almost leadered him. We're gonna count it. Rooster Tail won. Quick little color change. It shows you guys just doing a little subtle change sometimes in water that I've already fished with 2 different other kinds of spinners. It happened. So switching it up, finding a different color, using a different size, anything like that, a lot of times will get you that bite. I'm sure that fish has definitely seen my other spinners so far. So we got about 3 minutes left. I'm gonna keep casting and see if we can't tie this thing up with the Panther Martin. Okay, that is 10 minutes. The bell has rung. We're taking off the old Rooster Tail. Thank you, black and silver. Really pulled through for us today. And we're putting on the Mepps spinner. Now the Mepps is one that a lot of you out there have probably seen or fished before. I bet it's one of the oldest running spinner companies out there. The nice part about the Mepps is that it has quite a bit of weight to it for its size because of all those components that they use to build it. So what's good about that is you have a nice heavy spinner with a small profile that you can get down in the zone and get in front of those fish in fast water situations. And let's do it. Ooh, immediately I can feel a difference in the way that thing thumps. I think this is gonna catch the most. I'm calling it right now. I can really feel that vibration of that blade. I can feel it thumping through there. And I'm getting down just to where I'm about to hit bottom on each cast here. So I have some confidence here. I have a feeling me and Mr. Mepps are here gonna have some fun. So far, no good, you guys. I'm about 4 or 5 minutes in. The Mepps is having a little bit harder time, and actually, if you ask me, I kind of saved the nicer part of the hole for this one. You can see how this tail out starts to fan out. We got these really nice big boulders. The wind's not helping us, but what I will say is with this heavier spinner, when it is windy like this, I'm actually staying down in the zone. I'm able to get down and into those behind those boulders and into those little lanes out there in that current. But I will say there's a method to being able to fish in the wind like this, and I'll show you one thing, especially if you have an upriver wind. A downriver wind doesn't necessarily hurt you quite as bad as an upriver wind when fishing a spinner, but the key is gonna be to keep that line out of the wind, especially with that braided line, that 20-pound enforcer braid that I have on here. If I have that line up and in the air, what happens is that wind catches it and it slows down that presentation, ultimately pulling my spinner to the surface of the river. So what happens is a lot of times you need to get your line on top of the surface of the current, and so that it will actually hold and stay in that little bit of a lane, and you'll get that precise swing that you have going through that whole swing like that, or through that whole cast. So what I mean by that is I'll throw it out. If I have my line up in the air, you can almost see there's this big loop up in the sky. You can't see it because of the glare right now, but you have this big loop of line up in the sky, and my spinner's hitting right up onto the surface. So I'm gonna stick it down, put my line on the water, let that current start to grab that line, and that's gonna keep it fishing right at the same speed as the current, as well as give me enough time to let that thing sink and go right with that speed of that current the way I want it to be. So a little bit of a tip there for you if you're fishing in the wind. Use a little bit heavier spinner, and definitely keep that tip low and keep that line on the water so that it's not getting blown away by that upriver wind. Well, the wind really blew us off the river down there, so we decided to stop at 5 minutes for the Mepps and relocate just out of fairness. So came back upriver a little bit further. We're in a really nice area now. I'm gonna give the Mepps another 5 minutes, then it's blue fox time. Why, everybody? Right at the buzzer. I really had a lot of faith in the old Mepps today, and I was just about to call it. We were coming down in the last few seconds, and just got slammed. Like I said before, I had a ton of confidence in the Mepps today. I really thought the Mepps was gonna do well. I could just feel that thump. It's fishing really well, but with a little bit of wind, a little outside variables, that's how these competitions go though. It's not always cut and dry as to which one's gonna have the better shot at catching one. That's kind of why I like to do them, because it's very fair. We give it a fair chance. We fish different water. We fish the same water. We do fish different colors. We do everything we can to catch a fish on each one of these methods. And today, the old Mepps is 0 for 1. So let's switch back over to the 𝗙𝗥𝗥𝗃. I'm gonna head up to a different style of water. We're gonna finish this competition off. Okay, everyone, this is what we call the last hurrah. We're doing away with the Mepps. Sorry, old Mepps. I had a lot of faith in you. You didn't pull through today. We're putting you back on the bench. We're going with the old chartreuse 𝗙𝗥𝗥𝗃. Last but not least, a little blue fox action. Let's get this thing rigged up. Let's get it working. I'm gonna fish a little bit faster water here with this, I think. That's gonna be my goal, is to fish a little bit more riffly, a little bit faster water, something that I'm gonna be able to work through and not be able to snag on bottom because all those other spinners are a little bit too heavy. This one here has, you know, a lot bigger profile, so the water actually pushes it up. You get those water currents coming off the rocks and pushing it up, so it fishes through those little areas that are shallow and fast, where a lot of those bigger trout will sit a lot easier without snagging up so much. Okay, it's blue fox time. I've chosen the more broken water here, and what I mean by broken water is like you guys see here in front of me. We have a lot of fast current, we have a lot of big boulders, a lot of snags, and a lot of upwellings. And why that works well with this blue fox style of spinner is that it keeps that blade up off of the bottom because of those upwellings. And you'll see that as this thing goes through here, it'll only sink so much. It'll actually be really, really difficult to get this thing snagged as I fish through this little area. So I'm gonna start working every single one of these big boulders, go through all this fast water, see if we can't get the old blue fox on the board. So you guys can see here, I'm working my way down. I'm taking a step after every cast, and I've damn near cast behind every single big boulder for the last 120 feet of river here. So I'm not finding any fish yet on the blue fox. I still have a belief that it's gonna work, but I'm gonna keep working my way down through this riffly section. I only got a few more minutes left. The winner might be the Panther Martin again today. Who would have thunk that was coming? This guy right here. Oh my God, right at the bank. That was insanity. That was insanity. This fish came all the way out of nowhere. You guys, I don't know if you could see that. The thing ate it on the rock. Wow, oh, look at that. Looks like a little bull trout. I'm gonna keep this thing in the water. Wow, that was so flippin' cool, everybody. This thing literally came out of the water ferociously like a velociraptor and grabbed that flippin' spinner. Wow. Oh, there we go, everybody. The old chartreuse blue fox did the trick. What an absolutely cool looking fish. Wow. Let's let him go. We need to make a couple more casts. And we thought it wasn't gonna happen. I'm over here trash talking. Typical for us here at Addicted, we start trash talking our fishing, start trash talking our lures, start trash talking the fish, and they go and bite. But that was one of the coolest bites that I've ever seen, ever. The thing literally came out of the water and grabbed it right here at the bank. So, woo! Looks like Panther Martin 2, Rooster Tail 1, Mepps -1, it actually just lost one, and then one, I would say, the best fish of all on the blue fox. So obviously every single one of them work. We're usually in different styles of water once again, but we got a couple more minutes left. We got like 4 more minutes. I'm gonna keep casting, see if we can't get another one of those. So one thing that just proved right there is how important it can be to really finish out your cast. A lot of people, even myself, a lot of the time, get to where that thing is about 10, 15 feet from the bank, and I just rip it in. I just reel it in as fast as I can, and I'm done. I go to cast again. But that there, I was actually getting kind of lazy. I was getting kind of bored. I was a little upset that we hadn't caught more fish for you guys. And I got it to right here at the very end of this rock, and that thing literally jumped out of the water and grabbed it. So it goes to show the importance sometimes of finishing through with your cast and actually fully reeling that thing all the way back to you, because you never know what's gonna happen. Well, everybody, there's the buzzer. There's 10 minutes. It's been an awesome competition. I'm glad there was some action on every single one of these lures, because a lot of times I hate to see it too lopsided to one, because I always say every single lure out there catches fish. There's no gimmicks out there at the tackle shop. Every single design, color, size, everything that goes into making a lure works. So remember that, make sure to have a good box and make sure to pick a lot of different colors and varieties of spinners like we did here today. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want to see more just like it, go up here and click this link to this next video of our other versus challenge. Go down here, hit subscribe, turn your bells on, give this video a thumbs up so we can share it out there, and be sure to comment below and you can be the comment of the day just like this person right here. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. You stay fishy. We'll see you out there.